Welcome everybody. My name is Dominique and today we have a Yogalates core practice. Yogalates is essentially a fusion between yoga movements and principles and Pilates movements and principles. Since this is a core focused practice, you can expect a total powerhouse workout. So we will work the deep core, the abdominals, the obliques, and the back, and all of the muscles that support the spine. No props are required for this practice. So once you have your mat laid out and any music that you would like to listen to in a separate tab, then we will turn towards the front of our mat. We will start in a heel sit. So knees are bent, shins are on the ground, and you'll go ahead and sit back. Integrity through the spine here. Chin parallel to the mat. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the navel space. And we'll take a few moments here to tune into the body, to notice, and to center. So allow the heat of the hands to bring awareness. And then perhaps as you inhale, you notice the hands lift away from the body. And as you exhale, everything comes a little bit closer towards the spine. Keep breathing. Invite intention with deep inhales and exhales. Then wherever you are in your breath cycle, empty the breath completely. Together we inhale through the nose, open mouth, sigh. We'll do that again. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, sigh. Last one here. Inhale, breathe deep. Exhale, let that go. Seal the lips. And then we'll release the hands on top of the knees. Take a moment here. Perhaps you start to roll through the shoulders. You can lift them up and back. Then after a few rounds of that, switch it out. Then we'll do a little wrist warm up here. So we'll go ahead and bring your arms in front of you and then clasp everything in. So imagine you're making a fist like you're going to throw a punch, and then you'll drop your knuckles down towards the mat. Extend through the top of the wrist. Then release, come to center. Now flip the arms so the palms are up towards the ceiling, and then you'll drop the knuckles down towards the mat again. Breathe here. And then release, and then just start to find some circles. We'll do a little bit more with our hands on the mat. So make your way into a tabletop position with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, then flip the palms back towards you. You can rock forward and back or find a figure eight. And then play around here. Perhaps the tops of the hands come onto the earth, fingertips towards one another. And then we release back to neutral and we start our practice. We'll start to ignite the core with cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, round. Repeat, inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, round. Keep moving. Flow through cat-cow at your own pace. We have a few more and then we'll get right into our plank series. Last two here. One more. Then we release to neutral. Step your hands slightly forward, Tuck the toes, lift the knees off the mat. You're in a plank. Walk the feet closer together so that legs are zipped together. Squeeze through the glutes, create space between the shoulder blades. Weight is evenly distributed through the hands. We hold here as ribs knit in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet out so they're in line with the hips. Brace the core, shift back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to a plank. Exhale, shift back. Keep flowing back and forth. As you shift forward, you'll notice your core start to light up. That's when you'll really knit the ribs in. And then you just reverse it to make your way back to down dog. Slow and controlled movement here. Move mindfully. We don't have to move fast to work the core or to challenge ourselves. Sometimes the real challenge is in the slow movements. Just like many things in life, right? When we speed through things, they seem easier than when we slow down and stay present. Give me 2 more. Last one here. And we go back, hold in your down dog. You can pedal through the feet. Enjoy the break. Not so much of a break for the shoulders, but for the core. You can sway the hips left and right. Eventually find stillness in down dog. We have knee taps this time. So as you shift forward, bend through right knee taps left elbow. Step it back, down dog. We switch other side, shift forward, left knee, right elbow. Extend the leg, shift back, down dog. We move right and left. Take your time. This is another one of those movements where we'll want to speed up, but try to move slow. Really focus on the mind-muscle connection here. We have a few more to each side. Perhaps you notice that you find a little bit more depth, a little bit more power with each round or rep. Last 2 to each side. You've got this, slow and controlled. Last one with the right knee to left elbow. And then left elbow, right knee. Shift back, down dog. Lift the heels, inhale, exhale, bend through the knees. Child's pose, sit back. Give your shoulders a break. You can walk the hands back towards the heels if you would like, as forehead rests on the mat. Deep inhales and exhales here. Create the interabdominal pressure. So invite in that 360 breath. As you inhale, you create as much space as you can, front, back, side to side, and down. We're actually working the core from the inside with these big, deep breaths. It's hard to believe that
something calming could really be working the core, but it is. 2 more full, deep rounds of breath. And if hands are back towards the heels, walk the hands in front of you. And then begin to lift yourself up into a tabletop again. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll move into a few rounds of Sunbird. So we want to make sure we have that equal weight distribution through the hands and fingertips. Lift up and away from the mat. Knit ribs, knit in here. And then we'll start with left leg long and right arm extended. We lift everything up. Just hold here. Press up and away from the mat. Point through the toes, engage through the glutes. Total activation here. So you have energy beaming out of left foot all the way through the spine, out of right fingertips. Breathe and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. As you exhale, crunch. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhale, crunch. Keep moving. Slow and controlled. Move with intention. We have a few more. Last 3 here. Last 2. 1 more. We inhale to extend. On the exhale, bend at left knee. Right hand reaches back for the foot. Find a little back bend here. Open through the chest and through left hip. We release the bind. Knee and hand come to the mat. We move to the other side. So this time, right leg extends back, left arm forward, lift, we hold, point through right toes, lift up and away from the mat. Weight is to the center of the mat. Knit the ribs in, squeeze through right glute. We have 5. Neutral neck, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, reach long, find length. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Keep moving. Focus. The slower we move, the more present we really have to be. A few more here. Embrace the shakes. I know we're getting tired. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more here. Crunch, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, find the bind. Bend at right knee. Open up the chest and hip. Release the bind. Hand and knee to the mat. Sit back, child's pose. Again, you can take embryo with hands back towards the heels. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Seal the lips. Deep inhales and exhales here. Again, invite in the 360 breath. Create the intra-abdominal pressure. A few more just like that. If hands are back towards the heels, release the hands overhead. Child's pose. And then this time we lift up for a down dog. So as you lift, tuck the toes, hips to sky, pedal through the feet. Then inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. As you exhale, you'll bring one foot through, then the other. Come onto your seat, unravel the legs, scooch to the center, knees are bent, feet are planted, hands face out towards the sides of the mat. So you have palms in, fingers out. We'll move through a few reverse tabletops. Knit the ribs in here. Press through the heels, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Really squeeze through the glutes. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You've got this. Engage through the inner thighs. Zip up. Deep inhales and exhales. Last few here. We have 3. Notice my deep breaths. 2. Last one, we hold and squeeze at the top. And then slowly release down. Arms come alongside the legs, tuck the chin to the chest, round and roll back. Arms come overhead, and then we roll back up. Lift up at the top, integrity through the spine, and then same thing, reverse, round and roll back. Chin to chest, roll up. Sit tall at the top, a few more just like that. Last 2. And then on this next one, we come up and hold at the top. So we'll move into a boat pose. So sit back enough that total core belt is engaged here. And then it's up to you. Would you like to keep your feet on the mat, or would you like to lift the legs? Do you want the knees bent, or do you want to extend through the legs? Whichever variation you're taking, engage through the upper back, broad through the collarbones, activate through the legs, lift the kneecaps. If your legs are extended, and we hold for 5. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet are on the earth, knees are bent, roll back. And then if you found your way off the mat like I did, just make your way back to the center. So we'll move into dead bugs, and then we'll add on to our dead bugs. So we start with knees bent, feet planted. Lift arms up towards the ceiling, knit the ribs in, lift one leg, then the other. You have 2 choices. You can keep neutral or imprint, whichever works best for you. If you're imprinting, your leg is going to be higher. And if you're keeping a neutral pelvis, you'll be able to bring your leg lower. So just keep that in mind for alignment. So we start with left leg extended, right arm back,
bring it in. This time, right leg extends, left arm back, bring it in. Switch, slow and controlled, bring it in, switch to the other side and bring it in. You're welcome to close your eyes if you would like. That might help with the mind-muscle connection. Each time we bring the knee in, we really want to try to keep it in line with the hip and not go beyond. I know sometimes that's hard, especially if you don't have a mirror. I don't have mirrors in my studio yet, so it's a little difficult for me as well. You've got this. We're almost done. We have a few more. Keep it going. Last 3 on each side. Try not to speed them up. Move slow and controlled. We have 2 more. The last one here. Lower the knees. You can give the arms a break. For this next round, we'll move into kind of like a dead bug crunch. Similarly to a dead bug, we'll have both of our knees up towards the ceiling. This time the arms will do something different. So we knit the ribs in. We want a neutral pelvis here. Lift the legs up, lift the arms up. Right hand comes behind the head. So we inhale, extend, right leg, left arm. As you exhale, you will lift your right knee in and left arm comes outside of right leg. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Slow and controlled. Move with intention. We're starting to fatigue and sweat, so this is really when the work comes in. Mental strength and resilience, just as much as physical strength and resilience. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more. We hold here at the top, pulse lift, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release both the hands behind the head, keep the knees up. This time left hand stays behind the head, right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Inhale, extend your left leg, right arm. Exhale, lift right arm is on the outside of left leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift and crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift. Yes, I know core is on fire. We're moving slow and intentional, which is definitely bringing the heat. You've got this. Keep breathing. We have a few more. Last 3 here. Last 2. 1 more, and then we have those little lifts at the top. Lift up, up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back, release the knees into the chest, arms come around, hug the knees in. You can rock left and right. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth, let that go. Go ahead and find a natural cadence with the breath. And then the legs will fall towards the left. Right arm opens up, gaze to the right. We have a supine twist here. You can close the eyes, perhaps left hand assists in the twist. Again, deep inhales and exhales. This time to slow the heart rate and to shift into that calming energy. Last breath here. And release. Come through center, knees come in. You can take a supine child's pose if you would like. Big toes touch, open the knees wide, and then use the arms to pull the legs in, stretch through the inner thighs. A little release. And then leg packet comes to the right. You might have to shift your weight. So you stay on the mat, and then left arm opens up, gaze to the left. You can use your right arm to assist in the twist. Breath slows. Heart rate slows. We shift to calm, to cool down. Last couple of rounds of breath here. And then go ahead and release back to center. Knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock left and right. Then find stillness. This time you'll rock forward and back, but we'll switch the grip so that they come to the hamstrings or behind the knees. Legs glue together. Rock forward, rock back. Rock forward, rock back. We're using our core to help us at the top. And then we rock all the way up into a simple seat. I'm going to turn to face you. We have a simple stretch here. Inhale, arms lift up towards the ceiling as you exhale. Right hand down, left arm overhead, stretch through the left side of the body. Pull left hip down. Then we'll walk left arm in front, right arm in front, over to the other side, left arm down. Open up the chest, right arm is overhead, pull right hip down. Inhale, come up. Exhale here. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale, left arm down, right arm overhead, pull right hip down. Close out the chest, right arm in front, left arm in front, right arm out to the right, open up the chest, left arm overhead. Inhale to come up. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, simple seated twist. Right arm behind, left hand to right knee. Lift up as you twist, gaze beyond right shoulder. Release back to center. Inhale, gather energy. Exhale, twist towards the left this time. Right hand, left knee, left hand on the earth behind. Integrity through the spine. Gaze is beyond left shoulder. One more breath. Then slowly release, come back to center. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the ground. Close the eyes or soften the gaze to the mat. Take a moment, check in, notice. Notice how you feel. Notice the heat in the body. Notice the breath. If eyes are closed, begin to flutter them open. Prayer hands to the chest. Thank you so much for tuning in and practicing with me today. As always, if you enjoyed, please be sure to hit the like button below, to leave a comment, and to share with your friends. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful day.